All right, guys, welcome to setting up your Instagram and starting to get some inquiries coming through. So, the goal for this unit is basically a running sheet of how to go about creating a Instagram profile that's worthy of hopefully people reaching out to you. So, if we just read from the sheet here, every personal trainer is stressed about the same thing: it's getting new clients. The calls to consults, free time, rejections, what if 3 clients leave and I'm screwed, all of that is always playing in the back of our minds. So what we want to eventually be able to do is attract clients we want, close 95%, and have people ask to coach with us rather than us reaching out to them. The goal there is obviously never having to send a DM again, and then being able to open and fill intakes at will. So we've had that level of success within our team, and what we've given you guys is the ability, is the carbon copy of what we did to do that, that's been tested inside our own team and inside our education programs. And every single person that's executed this has got very similar outcomes. They're usually putting on one to two clients per week consistently, and then obviously with the back end stuff, being able to keep them and build that business. The more momentum they get, then obviously they start to get this level of authority, content gets better because they're working with more people, etc., etc. And it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where you just have to do less work to get clients. Now, the reason we use Instagram is it's where our market hangs out, if we're honest. Like anyone between 20 and 40 these days, Facebook's kind of dead. You're probably not going to find them on LinkedIn or anything like that. Most of our markets spend time on Instagram. So it's where we spend time too. Obviously, we just talked about our ecosystem, how we're trying to drive other stuff to create this brand and profile. The value of Instagram is it gives you control. We can say, do this, get this, because we've tested it over such a long period of time. So the current strategy, when it comes just existing within Instagram, is the content seen by a prospect. So that might be a share or a tag or the explore page, whatever it is. That prospect then goes and visits your profile and then decide if you're worth reading. So that's going to be based on your bio and then how the page actually looks itself, what kind of stands out to them that makes you interesting. The profile's worthy. They spend some time on your page. The algorithm will reward this time spent by pushing your stories to the top end of that person's story timeline at the top. You're able to then build like, trust, and show value in your story. And then you're posting your call to action to your story to let the prospect know how to work with you. Because a lot of people don't actually do that. It's one of the biggest things personal trainers get wrong, is not actually telling people how they can come and work with them. And then we basically just repeat steps 5 onwards until the prospect either loses interest or they buy. That's essentially what we're trying to achieve. So the magic numbers that we have in place, we have a silver and a gold. So we're just going to talk about the gold because you guys are high achievers and that's why you're here. 40 DMs, 4 posts, 4 stories, 2 calls to action, week in, week out. These should be your non-negotiables. When you think about like what's it mean to be an online coach, you need to do your check-ins, you need to write programs, you need to take care of your clients, and you need to do 44-4-2. If you're doing that consistently, we haven't seen it happen that anyone's done this consistently over a period of time and not filled their coaching book. It's that simple. So the 44-4-2, number 1 is DMs. Number 2 is your posts per week. Number 3 is your spoken stories. Number 4 is your call to actions. So typically you'll get 2 to 3 sales per week if you're nailing this week in, week out. Not the first week. After a month of doing it, then you can rely on a couple of sales per week. So we need to start with your bio, right? So first things first, who are you? So Fred Durst, if you don't know who he is, you're too young. What do you do? So you're an at STCfit online coach. Tag STCfit in that one. Obviously, your outcomes. So our goal right now, our main outcome that we produce for people is we swap frustration for outcomes. What else do we do? Maybe you're a face-to-face coach somewhere and you want to put that in there as well. The link in your bio, it's already been provided to you by our media team, and that contains quick links to upcoming events, the coaching landing page, the Be Bulletproof landing page, our Bulletproof scorecard, the Lean and Strong Blueprint sales page, our current guides, so all the free resources, etc., our articles, our podcast, and the YouTube channel. Followed by your picture and bio underneath all of that, so you can get to know you a little bit. If you want to add any other links or anything like that, let us know, and we'll have that discussion with you. So that's what we need to do to start off, just changing the text that you have at the top and be prepared for our 4442, and that will deliver the outcomes that you guys want.